Excellent connection. Try this thing again. Chaos963. Doing it all over again. Excellent connection, it says this time, which is a good thing. Although it looks like my the speech part might be off, but look at it like an Oriental film, I guess, right? Go start with some libations off the top, man, because I need all the juice up in here I can get. You know, why we pour the libations is to tap into the ancestors and get the spiritual energy, man, because they're there waiting. They're there waiting to help. And, that's why it's incumbent upon us to tap into that energy. Receive that help that they have for us and make it happen. If you know what I mean. I feel my help coming on. So we're going to pour some libations. Right now, we are. Oh, man. Still haven't got my cup yet, I'm sorry. Alrighty. I'm in the gear. Powerful entities, powerful deities just waiting on you to call their name so they can come. Different deities for different things, different energies for different things. They are there for you. Man, and I'm just coming against all these things that's trying to stifle this program on today. We moving forward. Yes, we are. Okay. Ooh-wee. This is getting crazy. Okay, we're going to keep on keeping on, though. I can't lose. So then I got to find the win. Got to find the win and go on in. Chaos963. And this is why you have the deities, so they can block all the madness. Keep everything on one accord. Keep all the systems open and flowing and all the power and juice moving. Because right now, okay, here we go. First and foremost, to my blessed mom, Judy Mother Low, Ashe, R.I.P. To William Frederick, my stepdad, Ty Dallas, my dad, to my grandmother, Dad Lenny, Ashe. To my great-grandmother, Ava Shani, Ashe. To Lovato, Ashe. To Lawiji, Ashe. Atama, Ashe. Oduwado, Ashe. Pawa, Ashe. Oguwari, Ashe. Alao, Ashe. Godugo, Ashe. Biwasta, Ashe. Asmatis, Ashe. Awuduga, Ashe. To all the gods known and unknown, Ashe. All the ancestors known and unknown, Ashe. To Malcolm X, Ashe. And to all your family, known, unknown, Ashe. Yeah, okay, now let's hit this gear. I don't know if you noticed, but it's always warfare going on right now. For lack of a better word, we'll call it warfare. But we win. The battle's already won. We're in the situation we are today because of things that were prophesied on yesterday. I mean, the ancients, they knew all this, and they prophesied and they prepared for it. And they prepared us for it. And they prepared the world for it. So it ain't none of this a surprise. And nobody should be surprised. It's written all over the place, you know, the 400 years plus in captivity, et cetera, et cetera. And so now we're coming up out of this, and the thing that need to be known is what do we do? How do we ascertain the power that we need to make all these transitions that we're making smooth as we go from dimension to dimension, from power to power, from vibration to vibration? What do we need to do so that it is a smooth transition? Well, the one thing we need to do is get knowledge. Knowledge is truly powerful, particularly spiritual knowledge, powerful. So, so about getting, like I say, spiritual knowledge and tapping into the spirit in you, to your to the whom that you are. You come to that knowledge, man. The greatness that's in you it's second to none, man. It's second to none. You know, we look at white supremacy and all this madness going on, and what you need to realize is all that is smoke and mirrors, man, to keep you from looking at yourself, to keep you from realizing your own power, to keep you from understanding who you are. Man, that's why they changed all the history. You know, you was a slave, you come over on a boat, you know, and you worked for us all these years and blah, blah, blah. Man, that's bogus, man. Pick up a book, man, and it'll show you it's bogus. All the knowledge is here now, man. Look here, you got one of them there. Pick you up a phone, man. Pick up that phone and Google it. Google some stuff. Google ancient history. Google the from the Aztecs over here to the Kemites over there to the ancestors here, man, all over this planet, man. We ran it. And the vibration slowed down and caused us to go and literally lose our minds. And but as things change and speeding back up, man, let me tell you, you are moving back into the divine. You know, and a lot of stuff I try to make it a little more understandable and adjust to, you know, folks that need to have it adjusted to, but at this point, I just sit out there and let it fall where it may, and hope you adjust to it as it comes to you. And you will, because it's not always so much what a person said. It's the vibration. It's not always what you say. It's the vibration. It's how you say it. When you're talking to a dog, your dog don't a bit more understand. Well, for the most part, they don't understand. Of course, you know, there's levels of intelligence even in the animal kingdom. But for the sake of the statement, they don't a bit more understand the man in the moon. So what they do understand is your vibration, man. They know when you're mad. They know when you're happy. They know stuff you don't even know by your vibration. They got dogs can tell you you're sick. They got dogs can tell you you're finna have a stroke. They got dogs can tell you when your whole heart is off beat, out of rhythm. That's vibrations, man. That's that inner you. That's the real you, man. This here is just the earth suit. This here is just the earth suit. Man, the real you is the real you. So, and to that, the understanding need to be that there's knowledge and information that you can get a hold to. And you need to be diligently seeking it. Because that'll determine the level of consciousness that you have. When I say consciousness, it'll determine how much energy you know how to move, how much power you yield. You know, I want to be a little more palatable with my words, but I mean, that's just the bottom line. You know, they say, oh man, dude had charisma. Okay, well, we'll call it charisma. You know, whatever label you want to put on it, man, whatever works for you, that's what we'll call it. But he's obviously tapped into something within himself so that he exudes that. You know, Michael Jackson had tapped into some powerful stuff. I seen this cat live and it was unbelievable. How you sit in a stadium with 80, 90,000 people and have enough energy, man, to control that whole arena. And then some. That's the stuff we're talking about here, man. That's what you have. You have that kind of energy, period. Whether you use it or not, it's there. It's just like the light, man. If you turn it on, boom, there's the energy. If you don't turn it on, the energy's still there. The energy's still there waiting to function for you. Energy you have, man, is mega kilo of nuclear atomic power. And it incumbent upon you to know that, understand that, and start moving in that. And a lot of it, man, it's been seeping out slowly, but it's coming out in gushes and rushes now. You know, last night and the night before, so I was watching this Lovecraft thing. Huh? Girls up there watching it, and I was like, man, I was watching, I said, oh, man, this is Lovecraft. Read about the original, the real Lovecraft, the one that they base all that stuff on. The dude that wrote that, they got Lovecraft. They got his name right for a reason. Well, if you look at that, man, you see the stuff them cats is doing, and oh, man, oh, woo, ah, that's entertainment. Nah, man, that's what's up. That's real deal. And we've been tricked, and I say we, I mean melanated individuals that really do yield the power here on earth. We've been tricked into thinking, well, that's the fairy tale, and this here is the reality. And so we don't even want to fool with that. Matter of fact, we turned it into spookism. You know, I like the part where old boy, the monster dude was coming out, he killed the police and whatnot, big monster. And he held his hand up like that, not really understanding what was going on. Man, the monster said, stopped in his track. You ever had that dog run up there, he runs, you stop your feet, you stomp your foot, the cat's gonna stop in his track. That's who you are. And you got to start moving in it. You got to start practicing it and experiencing it. And it's like anything. Practice makes perfect. Best thing to do is get an understanding about it. When you get your brand new car, they got a book in the glove box. The book tell you all about it. This car got headlight, overhead gear, GPS. It's got backup cameras and sensors, and it's got motion sensors for when something's on your right. It's got an alarm system and all. Man, you guys are got this full on bad car, man. Full on. This thing got more tricks and gadgets and more moves and got more moves than X-Lax. And you treat it like a bicycle. You driving 10 miles an hour, man, and this thing is ready to go. And you know, since I remember there was some cats that used to have some real high-powered car, and every now and then you'd have to take them things and go blow them out, man. You'd have to go step in them, you know? Some of y'all need to be stepped in because this energy you got, man, is stagnating. It's stagnating. It's finna hurt you because it's sitting up in you. And as this energy I was saying the other day ago is getting released up in you and you ain't using it, man, this energy, it's going to morph into something real nasty. I like it, the example I see the dude and girl, and they're all in lovey-dove and all like that, and they start moving in that vein, and the love is hot and all. But then they say the love cools. Well, no, everybody ain't cooling. She might not cool like he cooling, and she might not cool like he cooling, and they ain't cooling at the same time. So what happened now? Well, I'm mad because I ain't cooled down and he don't cool down. I got to do something with all this energy. Man, this thing is waiting for you. It's waiting for you. I use the example about a dog again. I used to have a dog, man. I go take homie for a walk, and I go in there and get the leash off the kitchen door now. Oh, shoot, it's on now. And he started acting like a nut, running around. He's turning up. But he got all this energy been wound up, staked up in him all day. And that's another thing I'm telling you, they talk about this Corona thing, man. It's folk y'all better be getting out doing something, getting you some sun. Boy, I look at my left, I'm getting all pale. I ain't never been pale or light. You know what I'm saying? You need to get out, man. I'm telling you, I used to love going, like when we go dancing and stuff, and the weekend and go out and we be partying all hard and all. I would be rejuvenated from that, man. How you feel? Oh, man, that was great, man. Whoop-de-whoop. I remember, man, we was youngsters, man. We went and seen Tower of Power, man. And let me tell you, that concert was, because what was so special about this concert in particular is that it was in a small venue, man. It seated maybe, I don't know, 500, 400, you know, Tulagis and Boulder. Man. It was off the chain, and it was right up close. And here you are with them horns blasting at you, man, and the drum and the guitar. And Lenny Williams too, and he was with, and they was killing it, man. I mean, just hitting and sticking like Popeye's chicken, man, all over it. And you, what is hip? And you be, yeah, tell me, boy. And you come out there feeling some kind of way. I'm telling you, you start moving, using this power you got, you're going to feel some kind of way. You're going to realize, man, I don't know what's happening with this right here, with this Corona thing, and I don't know what's really going over here with the 45 and this other bird over here, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I know this. I'm feeling pretty good, man. And I know this. I came through this before. And I come through this once before. I'm finna get through this here now. And I realize that there's more energy and love and power being juiced out here. I'm finna get through this. Y'all need to come on and do whatever y'all gonna do. Because I'm finna do what I'm gonna do. You need to know this, and you need to, into that, understand that as you go through this, it might be some lulls, man. That's what we're gonna speak about somewhat. The principle of correspondence, but there's also the principle. There's other principles about the give and take and whatnot. But correspondence on the day. But there'll be low. There'll be times when the energy ain't quite up there. But what is so beautiful about that, when you operate at a certain level and whatnot, even when you have a low, it's not that bad because you balance it. You balance it out and you make it through the low. And you just learn that. You learn, too, not to take the highs so high. Okay, let me just, keep it kind of even kill, But that way, man, there's no crash and burn action. But it comes with having energy. It comes with having energy, man, stored up, ready to go, a serious reserve. So, like I was saying, I'm going to speak on this here, law. Correspondence. I said the other day ago, on laws, I was speaking about the laws that came, the 7 principles from the Kabbalah, and Hermes Trismegistus, the writer, and when he put this down, and they kind of plagiarized some of the stuff, and they came out with the law of attraction and whatnot. But if they had went and gave all them laws out when they was talking about the law of attraction on hard, man, ain't no telling what be happening right now. But it's out there, and you need to be tapping on into it. And not only this is out there, there's all kind of, man, sacred writings and stuff that you could be tapping into. And don't limit yourself, man. I say often 2 times, a man that knows one book knows none. Don't limit yourself, because everything that we're getting right now is fragmented. There's no complete anything, man. They took the Bible and it's all toe up. It's toe up. That what you got it ain't what's up. And then all of it, none of it is like back to the original, because folk was trying to put their little 2 cents in, and then they were, with so-and-so, they invaded so-and-so, so when they invaded them, they took all their gods and changed all the names of the gods. Man, the gods' names been changed so many times, they schizophrenic, man. I don't know what's going on, but you ain't the Horus. Okay, you who? Hercules, or what? Oh, yeah, okay. Well, when you was Greek, well, don't worry about that. Bottom line is that energy is there, man. You tap into it, and it's intelligent energy. It's intelligent energy. That's really important to understand. It's intelligent energy. So when you tap into it, it knows. You got, boy, it knows. It knows. It knows what to do and how to do it. It knows if you need some Love Jones juice, it knows how to be the Love Jones. And, and man, it's going to be there and be right. For real. So, Hermes Trismegistus, this cat put down this book, and 7 principles. Kabbalah. And one of the principles is the law of correspondence. And into that, it brings you to an understanding that there as without, so within, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm going to show you some of that right about through here on the big screen. We'll put it up. And just like everything, man, it's important to know the stuff. It's important to know all of it because it's just another arrow in your quill, you know. So when you fighting and you need something and you know what I need? Okay, this is what I need. It's just like a mechanic, man. A mechanic working on the old hoopty and on, and he's working up under that, and he's I need a 7/8 ratchet with an extension, Boom, you got it. But if you don't got it, now you might be trying to get up under that joint with some pliers, Come on, man. That ain't gonna work. I got to pull these spark plugs out. You ain't got no spark plug sockets in there? Oh, man, you might be there a while. It's just added ammunition. It's just added energy to put into your quill for your victory, man. But let me get this to you. So again, this principle is correspondence, and to that, let me get myself out the way here. And to that, it means a whole lot. They broke this stuff down and they made it kind of simple, but simple is not, man, because it's so multifaceted. But it's the principle of correspondence, and it says, as above, so below. As below, so above. As within, so without. As without, so within. And getting that understanding, you realize that this principle covers so much because it allows you to understand that as I move in this, I have that reciprocity working with me. Now watch this. For example, on the law of correspondence, if you got a good energy working over here and you give that good energy out, of course you're going to get the good energy back. And into that, if you are involved in a situation and as you speak and move on that situation, you can expect that correspondence. So consequently, if you don't speak into and or on that situation, there's no correspondence, there's no reciprocity. As above, so below. So if I'm speaking this, I know that if I have this up here to deal with, I can bring that into my sphere here. If I need this certain energy, I can speak onto that, and it will go over to the spiritual realm and create what it is that I need over here in the natural. It'll literally cause that reciprocity to spin and turn. So, for example, I remember the story I read about. They had these nurses, and they were talking about the babies in the ICU units, and some of them had different situations when they were born, and they had to have special care. And this was an old article, right? This is a while ago. And they were talking about how they put them in and they had them all isolated and away from everything. And, they had them in the sterile units, and they had them in the little glass, little cage bubble things, And they were tripping because, pardon me, some of the babies just seemed to get worse. When they would separate them, they'd be at one stage, and then as they had separated them, they wanted to keep them, and that's weird, because I'm getting this out off the press now, because, man, that's just what is happening with this right now. But they would separate the babies from their parents and keep them, we want to keep them in a somewhat sterile environment and all like that. And then as they went through this, and this was one of the I tried to look that up, but it was the particular school, but they came to the understanding that as they realized that, they didn't necessarily realize at the time, but they wanted to afford the mothers an opportunity to at least bond with their children much care. But when they start giving the babies to their mothers and allow them to hold them, but we're gonna have to put them back in the ICU, and then because we don't want him to, because your breath is not real fresh or whatever, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, I'm sorry, my bad. So they would take the babies back, and they said the babies seemed to falter and go down when we took them back and put them in the sterile area. Dummies. And then they finally realized this wasn't that long ago. This was probably like late 80s or something when I was reading on this, man. And they realized that touch, that mother's touch, that there was something, there was a give and take, there was a correspondence there that they had with these children, and it was better for them to do that than to keep them in these isolated areas. So they start, man, get them kids up out of there, and they start taking them babies over there and let their mamas hold them babies and give them that energy right there, right there, right there. So they can get that thing flowing like that, and the baby will realize, I'm sure, this is mom, man. Yeah, why you keep me from mom? You know, what's up with that? And then the mother can be holding and kissing all on the baby, and they could feel that, man. They was getting that energy and that love from mom. Boy, they started flourishing. I'm here to tell you, man, you start feeling and getting energy from the ancestors and from different knowledge. Let me tell you, knowledge is energy. Knowledge is energy, man. When you simply get knowledge, it will strengthen you. It will strengthen you. It will embolden you, man. It will shore you up. When you start getting knowledge and understanding, I say you got to know who you are. I say you got to know who you are. I say you got to know who you are. I'm telling you, man. I be looking at this dude, the Cheetos cat. I be looking at this dude, man, and he gets up there, man. Pardon me. And this dude, he'll say something that is wrong. And everybody know it's wrong. And he'll say it with such boldness, man. Who was that? There was one of the genius cats, philosopher woman, said, if you tell a lie long enough, people will believe it. We're here, man, to get this understanding, to get this knowledge, to have this awakening, if you will. And into that, there's rewards. Rewards here and now that will come to us from getting this knowledge. The practice of alchemy was the way they moved and manipulated things. And that's who you are, what you can do when you start studying who you are and learning what you can do. You'll start moving in this, and all of a sudden you'll realize and understand that you have the power and the authority. I look at some of these situations with this brutality and things that's going on. I'm like, it's the understanding that, yeah, you might have the power, but you don't have the authority. You, on the other hand, have the power and the authority, particularly when it comes to you and yours and your surrounding. You have the, man, this thing is to bring you to an understanding of the power and the ability to create universes, to yield in this world that authority and that power like nothing else, man. We oftentimes make the mistake in that it's twofold. One, we move in it, and so-and-so say, well, you need to meditate. Okay, well, I'm going to meditate. Okay, why meditate in that? That didn't work. Really? I meditated 30 minutes on Wednesday. The biggest mistake there, here's the second part. The biggest mistake there is that we, by having been brought up in this world that we're in here, this what's the word I want to use? This physical world. To we are expecting to look and oh, and okay, I meditated 30 minutes, but it doesn't. The obvious is not going to be it. When we're talking about dealing in the supernatural, then obviously the physical and the obvious is not going to manifest success like you would think. And the best way I could probably explain it is like I spoke a few things back, and I was talking about how I would go and I would, in going into the store, I'd say, well, I ain't gonna spend but $50, and that's it. And I'm gonna get everything. And I would go in there and I would set that out there, and I would put that in the universe. And the universe would be in there, and the spirits would be in there taking care of that. And I would come in, and one store here I go, and it'd be it has this gobos, bogos, yeah, bogos, right at the door. And I used to trip when I go in. I say, here they come with that. And I'd be just trying to run by like a gauntlet. They'd be like, oh man, I don't even need that. But, oh, it's 2 for 1. I might as well get a couple. When my attitude changed and my spiritual consciousness level increases, my vibration reaches a certain height, I come through that store now, so I'm going to spend $50. And when I hit that store now, I look at them and go, well, because I know I done already sanctioned it to be in my favor, everything. And sure enough, I walk by the table, oh yeah, that's what I needed there. Let me get 2 of them, because that's what I needed. And I would get everything I wanted. And I would get up to the counter, and I would set out my little stuff up there, and my inner would talk about, man, that's got to be $75 worth of stuff. And I said, yeah, it might be to somebody else. And the lady would just, she'd ring it all up, and $49.95. I said, yeah, you know that. And I get my stuff and leave. That's the power I'm talking about. That's who you are. And don't necessarily look for the whatever, the $100 to float out the air. Although, you get your stuff up high enough, but if prosperity and all you did, okay, take that tank of gas and drive on it for a week and a half. Come on. So start putting it out there, man. Start putting it out there. If you don't put it out there, it almost for sure ain't gonna happen. Speak that when you get into that car, man. Speak Nubius around your car. See that Doberman pinch all around your car. Man, not come messing with me. Nothing. No wrecks, no police, no nothing. Man, go there. Because if you don't, man, the energy just waiting on you to tell, man, this dude ain't gonna call on us, man. Don't he know that if he don't, let me tell you something. When I was younger growing up, I was kind of clumsy, man. At least I thought I was clumsy. I realize now that I had a spirit, man. And he used to, every time I would go to pick something up, and I was dating this young lady, and she went to the refrigerator, right? And she was pouring some tea, and she went to set the pitcher back in the refrigerator, and it fell out. Now, me being not enlightened, you didn't put it back in there good. She said, ancestors. I said, okay, I don't know what that's about. Then she said it again, the ancestors. I said, right, all right. Now, later on after I started waking up, I saw it again. I went, that we with the tea and on the floor was all wet. And she said, oh yeah, man, sometimes if I'm not, keeping my guard up. I forget exactly how she said it. You know, they'll come in meddling and just doing all kinds of, you know, some of them is kind of, because for one, they want your attention and then they'll get it. And usually if they want your attention, they're trying to show you something, you know, and it's something, if you be on track and woke and listening and watching, they finna lead you into something good or lead you away from something bad. So let's just do what we need to do, man. Wake up, be on the one, everybody, on the one. Let me hear from you, man. Shout out to a fella. Get some synergy going here. Some back and forth, back and forth. Chaos963 doing it to you 3D. So groovy that I dig me. Make it a great one. Keep it a great one. Get ready for the move. Stay up, stay conscious. With that, I'll bid you